Hey guys, the other day I posted a thing up on my Facebook page. It said something like, is it really flu season or are we just eating way too much candy? And that stimulated some questions and I had some messages come in from that. So I wanted to go over that and just kind of go over, what is flu season? What is this all about? And is there even such a thing as flu season? So the first thing I want to look at and say is that the way that we, as a culture today, deal with, the flu is, I see a lot of things online right now about people getting their flu shots. And so I wanted to kind of go over that and kind of let you know that getting a flu shot or a flu vaccine is not today's topic. It is not the debate today, because what I want to kind of open your mind to and the idea, the concept is that, getting a flu vaccine is kind of like using a CD today. Yes, you can hear music from it, but in today's world, we've advanced so much that now we go on Apple iTunes and we just download the music we want. We don't have to wait for it to come out in the store and then go to Target and buy it. And today we have such advanced ways to actually take care of your health that's what I want to share with you today. So we don't want to wait until we actually have something to get rid of it, and that's another common way that we take care of our health today. But we're actually going to give you some ideas to actually be in front of your health and be able to take care of yourself. So that's kind of what we're going to look at today. So the same folks that and I'm not here to bash on your medicine or your medical doctors, because I know several of them and I'm friends with several of them. But what we want to look at is, how do we want to be able to take care of ourselves. And in reality, the same folks that taught us to take care of ourselves are the ones that say, get your flu vaccines. So what I want to do today is kind of back out a little bit from that and let's look at how our bodies actually work. So if we want to look at your body and how it works, what I would like to do is use the analogy of a pool. So I have a pool at home, and the way that you want to take care of your pool is you want to make sure that it has the right chemicals in it and we maintain it. So every week or so we have to go out, make sure that there's plenty of chlorine in the pool and it has the right pH, and we want to make sure all the chemicals are proper. So what we want to do with our own bodies is very similar to that. We don't want to wait until that you're sick to let's take something now to make us feel better. Because while I want you to feel better, that's not the big goal. The big goal is to keep your bodies functioning high all the time. So a lot of times people hear, you'll be out somewhere and you'll hear the mother say, or even the father say, make sure you wash that cart off before, you let little Jimmy touch it, or, and they're worried about all the little bugs out there. But the thing is the bugs are out there anyway. And I have nothing wrong with hygiene. Obviously, you need to let's Clorox things off and whatever. We'll try to keep things as clean as possible. And you should wash your hands. And, there's certain things we can do to keep our bodies at a level where they are working better and they are functioning better. And we want to make sure cleanliness is important, right? But think about this. If viruses and bugs are out there all the time, if that was the real problem, we'd all be dead. None of us would even be here. So what I want to do is focus on what we need to do is we want to be able to be stronger than the bugs, right? And really what happens is our own immune systems get weakened in order for the bugs to be strong enough to overtake us. So what I want you to do is think about this from here on out. Your body is like the pool. We want to be able to keep the pool clean, your body's clean, so that your bodies are strong machines and able to fight off little bugs. And that's how, for the most part, I'm not going to say I never get sick. I have stress in my life too, just like you guys do. But we want to be able to keep the system strong. That's what it's all about. So I'm going to give you some tips today. I'm going to kind of move my computer so I can see some of these. I don't forget anything here. But I'm going to give you some tips today so that you can keep your body strong through this quote-unquote flu season. The first tip I'm going to tell you is you want to keep your temperature up. So you want to be doing things, like some of you have heard of infrared saunas, or you can go to the gym. You can keep you exercise up. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to tell you. Keep your temperature up. The second one is you want to keep your immune system strong. So one way you can do that, and by keeping your gut strong, is by eating sauerkraut. It's very easy. Some people don't like the taste of it. I understand that. But make sure you're getting some sauerkraut in, getting some good probiotics in your system. The next one is xylitol, a form of birch bark. We want to be able to get the no corn style of that. Corn is not really that fantastic for you, so make sure you get that in. Another one is medicinal mushrooms. Now, it's called, and I didn't really know what that was when I heard that. So it's spelled, one of them is spelled Reishi, and that actually helps with anxiety as well. So I know there's several of you women that have come in and expressed that you have a lot of anxiety in your life, and that's probably one that you might want to look into. So you can put that in your morning coffee, stir it up. It doesn't have a bad taste to it. So it'll help with anxiety and help your immune system stay strong. So that's very positive. Another one is sulfur-based foods. So, of course, this is another one. You can smell this one when you pee, you're going to smell asparagus. So when you eat asparagus and it's going through you, that's actually a good thing. Kind of helps your immune system stay strong. Along with that, you've probably heard the initials DSMO, I'm sorry. And some of you are real big into essential oils. So if you want to use ones with DSMO in it, and keep your system strong, that's fantastic. I want you to do that. You guys may have heard of something called elderberry, and that's become real famous lately. And what that actually does is that is known to kind of take the protective envelope off of that virus so that your body can actually kill it off. So how cool is that, right? Take a little elderberry and make it so simple. The next one is, we talked about exercise, and one thing that does, and people say, well, how in the world would going to the gym help that out? Well, here's the thing. When you exercise, one, you increase your temperature, which is already good. We talked about that. The second part of that is that it drops your percent by a third of actually getting a viral infection. So if you're keeping your lymphatics moving like they should, and also keeping your heart rate up by increasing your temperature, all these things help by getting your body healthier and just in a healthier state. The next one is the one I put the text out about. Avoid sugar. So this is sugar mania right now. Those of you who live in the Evansville area, maybe downtown enjoying some of the fall festivities, and you get all that kind of great, fantastic, terrible for you food. And then we go into Halloween next, and then Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then Easter. It's like sugar season. And your body just isn't really supposed to have that much sugar. And that can go way far back into history, and where kings and queens were eating lots of sugar and getting fat and unhealthy. And then what happened is they said, oh, it tastes good, but it's like making me super fat. I don't want this. And so they started like making sugar really cheap then, and giving it out to lower class people. So if you're watching this, I'm not calling you lower class. I'm just saying that's the history. So they're giving sugary crap foods to everybody, and because it's cheap. And that's why now it's more expensive food. But it's not necessarily good. The cheap stuff's not good for you, but it's very inexpensive. The next one is reduce stress. Easier said than done, right? But by exercising, that's actually been shown to actually help you avoid stress as well. So get that exercise in. It is important. And it doesn't take a lot, maybe even half an hour a day. If you're doing half an hour a day, you're probably doing more than most people are. So that's my recommendation. Do it first thing in the morning. Already get into that calorie deficit so that your body's burning calories throughout the day, but you've already got your exercise in. Another one would be silver, and it's debatable. I mean, you see, if you go online and look it up, you'll see where it is very, very good for bacterial stuff. Colloid silver is, not something that I knew a whole lot about until the last year, and I've done a lot of research on it, and it is good. We have it at our house. The next one is, I think, get massage. I'm not against massage. Some of you think that I'm against that. I'm not. I don't believe that there is a one size fits all, and that there's one thing that actually gets you healthy. That's not how it works. All these things combined together keep your system strong. But it also increases your blood flow, increases lymphatic drainage, and so it's fantastic. I like to go once a month. I think it's fantastic. And of course, the last one is get adjusted. And that again keeps the energy system to your body, giving it the right messages so that it can have a function. It's going to function like it should. Okay guys, that's my tips on keeping yourself away from the flu. It is out there, it does exist, but we want to be in front of it. If you guys have any questions about that, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.